Hello everyone, welcome to the Turfway Park Report for Friday, December the 5th. Dense fog blanketing the track here for the early races. Hopefully it won't last the night. If we get some rain, fog might dissipate, but at least for the first couple, not going to be able to see much. The first race is a maiden claimer. This is for the 2-year-olds. They're going a mile. Scratch the 4 and the 13. The favorites, the 12 Fujita 5 and the 9 Junkanu Knight. And they're off. Like City Classic broke well on the inside. Up between horses, Grand Slam Larry. On the extreme outside, that's Fujita 5. City Classic is in front into the first turn with Grand Slam Larry. On the inside, Lorenzo's Bandito. Fujita 5 up on the outside. So see, it does still look like City Classic is in front. Grand Slam Larry there in the white is second. And I see Lorenzo's Bandita. Might be, that. I think that's Fujita 5 who's making a move on the outside. Fujita 5 and Grand Slam Larry are both moving up with City Classic. It looks like Fujita 5 might have just gotten the lead. Grand Slam Larry second. I see the Ramsey colors coming up on the outside about in fourth. But that is Fujita 5, Grand Slam Larry, and that is Junkanu Knight making a late run. And again, I've lost him in the fog. Oh, it's, I believe, Fujita 5 with a big lead there. Fujita 5 in front. Here's a late run. Mad About Max. Fujita 5 and Mad About Max. Fujita 5 wins by 4 over Mad About Max. Junkanu. Then it's Wine O'Clock, I think. Well, Fujita 5 came out of the fog way in front. Easy winner under Didier Osorio, owned by the JJK Thoroughbreds, trained by Brad Cox. The favorite, 460, 320, 260. Mad About Max second, Junkanu Knight third, 26.20 for the exacta. The dollar try, 45.60, and the super 736.40. Running time for the mile, 139 and 4. Second race, 5,000 claimers going a mile. Scratch the 1 and the 8. The favorites in this one, the 5 Afleet with Edgar Palcar aboard, and the 11 Minguns Prospect ridden by Eddie Zuniga. And they're off. Looks like Ghost Time broke pretty well. Golden Holiday in those orange colors, and horse up from the outside. The 1A Boy's Brother Bob is right up there too. It's Golden Holiday with the orange colors. Boy's Brother Bob. There's a horse moving through on the rail, and I can't see who that is. The gray horse Ghost Time is up there about fourth. Now they're completely gone. They're just going to have to wait. And, you know, there's a lot of debate going on about 3-year-old and Horse of the Year, California Chrome, and Bayern. My vote's going to Bayern. This horse has just really got good at the end of the year. Both of them good horses. Bayern just a little bit better. He beat California Chrome twice. That horse in the 9 horse is still in front. Looks like Golden Holiday, Boy's Brother Bob. That gray horse moving up, Ghost Time, is there. Can't pick out where the face. Somebody's down along the road. Demi Flame is up there. Looks like Demi Flame. The 6. I see Golden Holiday. All right, we'll have to wait till they come out of the fog here. There's the gray horse, Demi Flame, and there's Ghost Time on the outside. It's Demi Flame and Ghost Time. Ghost Time won it over Demi Flame. On the inside, that was Minguns Prospect. Number 7, Ghost Time with Gabriel Laguna, owned and trained by Doug Coyle. Wins the second in a photo, 14.20, 6:44.60. 6 Demi Flame second, 11 Minguns Prospect third. The double paid $38.40. The trifecta for $1, $1,770.90. Superfecta, $15,449. The exacta, $218.20. Running time, 1:39 and 4. Third race, $5,000 fillies and mares going a mile. Scratch the 9 Miss Bulldog. Favorites, the 5 Bocce and the 8 Recce. And they're off. Princess Gone Wild broke poorly. The horses in front are Indiana Annie and As I Forecast. And then I'm not sure. It looks like on the outside, Indiana Annie with the head in front. As I Forecast down along the rail is second. It's a gap of about 4 lengths. I cannot make out who's third. The top two are still there, but looks like the lead is dwindling. Somebody said, uh-oh. Looked like Tempo approved the gray horse. It is the 6 still in front. Indiana Annie. The 7's up there. Wonderful Miss B. As I forecasted, I think the 8 horse is making a big move on the outside. The 8 and the 7. It looks like Recce and Wonderful Miss B to me. I'm not swearing to that. But no, it is the 8, Recce. In front, Wonderful Miss B is second. It's Recce in front, then Wonderful Miss B. Recce wins it by 3. Wonderful Miss B second. Jewelynamber third. Then Bocce fourth. Number 8, Recce with Deshaun Parker, trained by Eric Reed and owned by the Triple Acres LLC. Paid $14.80, $6.40, and $5.20. 7, Wonderful Miss B was second. The 10, Jewelynamber third. $68 for the double, exacta $182.40. $1 try, $623.30. The super, $7,346.40. Pick 3, $134.50. Running time, 1:39 and 2. Fourth race, fillies and mares, 5,000 claimers going a mile. Scratch 2, 13, and 14. Favorites, the 11, Regal Market with Greta Kunzweiler, and the 9, Fleeting Beauty, ridden by Alvin Jimenez. And they're off. Between horses, CJ's Sunrise, hard-headed, Moro's Ballerina on the inside. Up from the outside, Regal Market and Dablin in Coco. Into the first turn, hard-headed. Now moves by, gets a short lead. Down along the inside, CJ's Sunrise second. 2 lengths back to Regal Market, third ahead. Moro's Sunrise runs fourth, gap of 3. Then it's a Fleeting Beauty in fifth, followed by Preacherville sixth. From the outside, that's Saratoga at 70. First quarter, 24 and 1. Continuing down the back stretch, hard-headed has opened the lead. Now it's hard-headed out there by 3 lengths. Regal Market is gaining ground up on the outside. Regal Market moves into second. Down along the inside, Moro's Ballerina, followed by Dablin in Coco. Then a gap of 2. Preacherville moves up next. Followed on the inside by Seattle Sass. They're midway through the turn. There goes Regal Market. Seattle Sass on the extreme outside is gaining ground. Between those two, that's a Fleeting Beauty. Regal Market, a Fleeting Beauty, and Seattle Sass on the outside. Then a late run in the center of the track, La Belle Princess. On the inside, that's Regal Market. Up on the outside, Seattle Sass, a Fleeting Beauty. Seattle Sass wins it. A Fleeting Beauty second, then Regal Market, followed by La Belle Princess. Huge upset in the fourth race. Seattle Sass under Corey Orm, owned and trained by Sam Dorsey, 97.60. 31.60 and 13.60. A Fleeting Beauty second. Favored Regal Market faded to third. 408.40 for the double. Exacta 596. Dollar Try 1973.50. Superfecta 8,237.40. Pick 3 $3,837, and the pick 4 over 20,000 for $1. Running time 140 and 4. Fifth race, Maiden Claimer, is fillies and mares going a mile. Program favorites the one out to sea, Johnny McKee aboard, and the 6 Peppermint Jones, ridden by Alejandro Contreras. And they're off. From between horses, Livvyinthefastlane broke sharply with Peppermint Jones. Up on the inside, Arrows Away. Then up in the center of the track, Miss Redskinette into the first turn. Livvyinthefastlane, Peppermint Jones, those two together. Miss Redskinette gains ground on the outside from third, gap of 3. Shesatank fourth ahead. Out to sea now moves through and takes fourth. Shesatank fifth by 4 lengths. Then from the inside, Arrows Away, followed by Felina, Rough Girl. Gap of 5 lengths to the trailer, Run Bridled. Quarter went in 24 seconds flat. It's Miss Redskinette in front, now by 2 lengths. Peppermint Jones is second. Out to sea moves up from the outside. Livvyinthefastlane, still right there in fourth. Gap of 2. Shesatank, gaining ground from fifth. Then on the inside, Arrows Away with Felina, Rough Girl. Run Bridled still trails. They're into the turn. Half went in 47 and 4. Out to sea in the center of the track. Now moves by and gets the lead from Miss Redskinette. Up on the outside, Shesatank is next, followed by Felina. Late run from Run Bridled, but it's Out to Sea, who now draws away. Shesatank takes second. Out to Sea and Johnny McKee win it by almost 2. Then Shesatank, Miss Redskinette, and Felina.
Number 1, Out to Sea, the favorite under John McKee, trained by Jeff Barkley, 620, 380, 3 even. 7, Shesatank, closed for second. Number 8, Miss Redskinette, faded to third. The double 7, 51.40. Exacta 32.60, the try 107.80. Superfecta 1,657.80. And the pick 3, $705.90. Running time 141 and 4. Sixth race, 6.5 furlong claiming race, 3-year-olds and up. Program favorites, the 7 Ren Lake, ridden by Albin Jimenez, and the 4 Explosive Ben, with apprentice Rolando Aragon aboard.
And they're off. Fearless Justice broke well on the outside. Also from the outside, Juliana and Roses, followed by Basson. Then up from the inside, Patriotic Duty. Down the back stretch, Juliana and Roses ahead in front. Fearless Justice second. Now it's Gladhander on the inside that takes third by a length and a half. Explosive Ben is fourth. Moving up from between horses, Cool Pren is next. Then up from the outside, Ren Lake. 23 flat for the opening quarter. Juliana and Roses is in front. Has it a length and a half over Fearless Justice second. Length and a half, Cool Pren third, Basson fourth. Ren Lake gains ground from fifth. Gladhander is sixth. Explosive Ben now seventh. Moving forward the stretch, Juliana and Roses has ahead in front. On the outside, Fearless Justice. Center of the track, Ren Lake is gaining. Also moving through from the rail, Cool Pren. They're inside the final furlong. Still on the inside, that's Fearless Justice. Up on the outside, gaining ground, Ren Lake. Those two together, I believe on the inside, Fearless Justice held off Ren Lake, followed by Juliana and Roses.
Number 6, Fearless Justice, under a good ride by Deshaun Parker, his second win on the card. Owned by the West Thoroughbreds and trained by Aaron West, 720, 440, 440. Favored Ren Lake just missed on the outside. Julian and Roses was third, 43.20 for the double. The Exacta 22.60. Dollar try 129 even. The Super 2,037.80.
And the pick 3, $3,002.90. 6.5, 118 flat. 7th race, we got the maiden fillies and mares going a mile. The field of 11, the program favorites, the 9 Chic Soiree with Jesus Castanon, and the 8 Deep Thought, ridden by Sophie Doyle.
And they're off. For the lead from the inside, that's Did He Mention My Name? Also 'Cause I Deserved It. Then from between horses, Della Robbia. Up from the extreme outside, Sky High Birdie. Now gains ground. Sky High Birdie moves by and gets a short lead. Did He Mention My Name is second. 'Cause I Deserved It third by a head. Della Robbia fourth. Akasha fifth. Pippadia on the outside is next. Then it's Etna's Anger, followed between horses by Deep Thought. Length further back to Akasha, then Indy Bones, Chic Soiree. A Rose Given trails 24 and 2 for the quarter. Now from the outside, Della Robbia gets the lead. Has it a length. Sky High Birdie is second. Length further back from the inside, Pippadia third ahead. Now gaining ground up on the outside, Etna's Anger takes third. Pippadia fourth. Did He Mention My Name is fifth. Deep Thought moves up in sixth. Here comes Chic Soiree on the extreme outside, making a late run. Della Robbia, though, has the lead into the stretch. Sky High Birdie is second. Did He Mention My Name? Deep Thought on the outside. Center of the track, Chic Soiree. On the inside, Sky High Birdie. Did He Mention My Name? Gains ground with Deep Thought. Sky High Birdie holds them all off, wins at a half length. Did He Mention My Name? And Deep Thought in a photo. Then Chic Soiree.
Number 5, Sky High Birdie, a game winner. 2 wins on the card for Didier Osorio, owned by Doug Branham, trained by Stephen Lister. 30.80, 11.80, and $8. Did He Mention My Name? Had a bit of a rough trip in there, finished second after coming off of a year layoff. Deep Thought was third. The double 121, the exacta 124.80, the try 271.40, super 2,497.80. Pick 3, $312. Pick 5 paid on 4 or 5, 10,000 carryover tomorrow. 138 and 4 for the mile. 8th race, 1 mile optional claiming allowance race. Scratch the 6 and the 9 out of here. The favorites, the 3 Stormy Going. Didier Osorio looking for his 3rd win. And the 7 Big Blue Spirit under Albin Jimenez.
And they're off. Max's defense broke sharply. Stormy Going between horses. Up from the outside, Big Blue Spirit. St. Patrick between horses. Into the first turn, Stormy Going. From the outside, moves by, gets the lead from Max's defense second. 2 back to Big Blue Spirit third. St. Patrick fourth by a head. Then up from the outside in fifth. That is In My Book. They got the first quarter in 23 and 3. Stormy Going has the lead. Now opens it out to 4 lengths. Moving up from the outside, Niederzell now takes second. It's a length back. Max's defenses drop back in third. Big Blue Spirit runs fourth. St. Patrick fifth. 2 back to In My Book. The trailer is Bell by the Ridge. The half and a quick 46 and 3. Now up on the outside, there goes Niederzell to get the lead. Stormy Going is second. Big Blue Spirit gains from third. St. Patrick between horses is fourth. Moving to the outside, In My Book. Also gaining ground from the outside, Bell by the Ridge. Max's defense has dropped back. Stormy Going has dropped back as they move into the stretch. On the inside, that's Big Blue Spirit. Gaining ground, Bell by the Ridge. On the outside, these two to the wire. Big Blue Spirit, Bell by the Ridge, Big Blue Spirit. Bearing out a bit, but holds on over Bell by the Ridge. In My Book, then a photo.
Number 7, Big Blue Spirit under Albin Jimenez. Had to withstand a claim of foul for interference in the stretch, but is the official winner. Darren Miller trains for the Silverton Hill LLC. 725-2360. Bell by the Ridge came from dead last, ran a good race for second. In my book was third, the double 108.80, exacta 56.40. The try 344.10, the super $3,392, and the pick three 264.70, running time 137.4. Ninth race, 5,000 claimers going 6 furlongs. Scratch the also eligibles. The program favorites in this one, the 3, Mr. Wildy, with Jack Gilligan aboard, and the 9, First Shadow, under Perry. And they're off. Passion Park broke quickly on the outside. Up between horses, that's Thunder and Lights. Down along the inside, Mr. Wildy, followed by Jumpy. Down the back stretch. From the outside, that's Passion Park with a head in front. Thunder and Lights second ahead. Mr. Wildy on the rail third. Silver Twist is fourth. Hoosier Fantasy fifth. From the rail, Rocky's Written gains ground in sixth. Jumpy is now seventh. Length and a half to Smiling in Barbados. Then on the outside, First to Shadow. The trailers are Goldie's Prince and Ray from Clay. The quarter, 22 and 3. Mr. Wildy from the inside now has a head in front. Still on the outside, that's Passion Park in second. Then from the center of the track, it's Thunder and Lights now third. Through from the inside, Rocky's Written is fourth. They're inside the final furlong. Mr. Wildy, Passion Park. Up on the outside, that's Thunder and Lights. Center of the track, Smiling in Barbados is gaining. That's a photo. Smiling in Barbados may have gotten up over Passion Park. Down along the inside, Mr. Wildy.
Number 6, Smiling in Barbados, with a big late run, just gets up under Aldo Canciano. Trained by Michael Lauer, $17, $825.40. Passion Park second, Mr. Wildy third, $88.20 for the double, exacta $59.40. Try, $223.90. The super $5,745. Pick three, $466.20. Pick four, $3,704, $111.03 for the 6 furlongs. For the Turfway Park Report, I'm Mike Battaglia. Good night.